I'm Madeleine Edgar and I'm back again with one of my Marvellous movement Feldenkrais tips, and today we're going to be working on all fours. Now you would benefit more from doing full class lessons or having a hands-on lesson with a practitioner, but these are a little taste of Feldenkrais, so you can start working on yourself. If you want to follow through with it too, you can also buy my books, my Marvellous Movement books at marvellousmovement.com. Okay, so we're going to get on to all fours. And have your knees pretty much below your hips and about the width of your hips apart, and your hands beneath your shoulders. And we're going to do the movement that we often call the cat movement, where you round your back up towards the ceiling and drop your head down, and then you lift your head and lower your belly towards the floor, or your back downwards. And while you're doing this, can you think of what your skeleton is doing? We don't think about our bones very much, but they're our support system and they're very important to us. So just notice as you're doing it what you feel in your skeleton. And you might notice how you're breathing. Do you breathe in as you lift, or do you breathe out? And where is neutral? Do you know when you pass through that neutral place where your spine feels nice and long and the curves are just nicely set there? But also, can you notice, where do you initiate the movement from? Where do you begin the movement? Is it your lower back, or your middle back, or your head? Each of us will be different, so where do you begin the movement? If you do it really, really small, you'll actually notice where that place is where you begin the movement. So wherever it is, focus your attention on that. And then play with beginning in different areas. So maybe you could start the movement with your pelvis and then your lower vertebrae, one after the other, dropping towards the floor. Each vertebra, your belly going towards the floor, your upper spine going towards the floor, and then your head coming up, and last of all, the skull. And then when you go down, try again from the pelvis. Start the movement, tuck your tail a little bit under, feel each vertebra following like carriages on a train, rounding up towards the ceiling, and the head coming down last. And you'll often find that you do tend to breathe out as you go down and in as you come up, but you may also breathe the opposite way. See how it is for you. So come back to neutral, and now try initiating from the skull and the top vertebrae. So going down, then the thoracic or chest vertebrae going up towards the ceiling, and then the lower back going up towards the ceiling, the tail tucking under. Feel the shape of the ribs, and then slowly initiate from the head again, the skull, the top few vertebrae, one after the other, then the middle vertebrae, the chest going towards the floor, then the lower back vertebrae going towards the floor, the belly towards the floor, and stick your tail up towards the ceiling so you get a nice hollow back. So it's really fun to play with initiating the movement from different places. You can also vary the speed. So maybe you could go up slowly and down fast. Or you could go fast down and slowly up. So there are lots of variations to this. You could also do it with the eyes going the opposite way to head. That's another variation which you can play with in your own time. Okay, so it's important to feel where your neutral is, different for all of us, but neutral is really important for standing so your bones can support you well. So it's a nice way to explore a little bit more in a different position, give your brain more information so it can use you better. And have fun with that and have a laugh, and you don't have to get it right. Bye.